Hello, beautiful strangers, and welcome back to another episode of Resident Evil 2. And this will very likely be the final episode of Claire B. I didn't say Claire route, because I kind of want to be done with this game. Not because I'm disliking it. I'm actually enjoying it thoroughly. This is a game of mine that is relaxing. It's a comfort game. I mentioned that before. But I have a thing I want to read, and that's, I mean, the long and short of it. I have a thing I want to read, and I have stuff to do tomorrow. I need to beat this goddamn game because I can't record tomorrow.
Mom! Sherry, you have to escape. I know I've been a terrible mother, but I still love you. Forgive me.
Sherry, we have to go now.
Okay, can I touch this? It's a gun, it's not loaded. Okay, fair enough. But I can take this, and this is the master key, and this is where we get that. Come on, Sherry, let's go. You don't get the ammo disc, you get the master key, and Sherry, are you coming or not? Don't just stand there, please. Come on, please. Thank you. God, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Bruh. No sneezing. Okay. Yeah, my allergies are really bad for some reason, and I'm sure it's gonna be much worse tomorrow because, tomorrow, I am seasoning, kind of, sort of, but not really. We purchased, that's how we use the master key. This is something we were talking about doing, getting a different smoker, because the one that we have was not very good quality. Yes, I will go down. And I'm going to use it tomorrow to season it, and because I have nothing. Well, I have stuff that I'm doing during the day. I just don't have. I have stuff I'm doing at night as well. I have more stuff I'm doing at night. The stuff I'm doing during the day, I can kind of cut in between and out of and cook shit, and I'm very excited for that. I do like smoked meats. You know, comes with living in the South and all that. Well, that and I like barbecue.
You're okay. I'll go and get this thing moving.
I've met a good number of people from different places. I've not met anybody that does not like smoked meats and barbecue. Well, that I talked about it with. And like I've never seen anybody that says that they don't like good barbecue. I've seen people that don't like bad barbecue, or they don't like the barbecue that they've had, but they've only, had this one parent's, yeah, I'll take the platform key. This one parent's barbecue, and they always burn and char the shit out of everything, and blah, 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 blah. I've seen stuff like that. But, I've never met anybody that has had actually good barbecue, and that dislikes barbecue. But it's also better for certain stuff that, well, a couple of my family members have, because of the way that fat renders and whatnot, and because it's not cooked in its own juices and fat. But yeah, and it helps a couple of family members with stuff, which is good. Okay, you need power, and this is a big red button. No? You're just a fire, and like an alarm type thing? Okay. You look like a big red button to me. Yeah, I'm curious. How's everybody doing today? I'm okay. The more time passes over the next couple of days, the better I feel in general. And it's not like, oh, I feel great. Let's look at a map. Like I'm in a good mood and so on and so forth, but tomorrow is Thursday. Oh, okay. But it's not Thursday yet, but it is very soon. As a matter of fact, it's only like a couple hours until Thursday, technically, but it's about 24 hours, actually. 24 hours, like to the minute. Looking at my clock to the time, to the thing I'm excited about, and excited I am. Oh, that's bad. Here's hoping that this goes well. Stuff like this never goes well for me, but it will be what it will be. I can't actually... I'm going to anyway. I'm just going to take this. The reason being is... I'm saying I can't, is because if I'm remembering the item correctly, it is specifically 2 spaces big, and I don't have 2 spaces. But I'm not against using one of my healing items to, for that. Yes, I will open it. Hey, high capacity plugs. And I have to take you, and I can't carry any more items. So what I'm going to do is use this, and so I can take that. And go on my way to wherever it is that I need to go. I have to go put it in the power thing. I'm here. It is somewhere else. I don't remember the exact spot, but we'll find out. Actually, I think it's over here. If I can not get stuck on level geometry. Yeah. I'm very excited for that. I actually didn't do much else today other than putting the smoker together, which took longer than it should have because I'm dumb. But, you know, I'd say that I'm dumb. I could have figured it out pretty easily. My issue is that it was just a teardown instead of having actual instructions, and I didn't want to put the wrong thing in the wrong spot. And I'm so used to matching through stuff like this, I didn't read that. I apologize. You're pretty cool looking. It's pretty epic sounding music too. Let's equip this and run. I don't remember much about this fight other than it actually being pretty difficult. As a matter of fact, Mr. X fights in... Ow. You're real good at about hitting me. Fucker. Wow. That is a cool death screen. Man, I got fucked. Though I have to say, the deaths, the Mr. X fights in Remake are actually pretty difficult as well. At least the, how many times do you fight Mr. X in Remake as an actual boss fight? I don't remember. I know Birkin. I don't remember Mr. X exactly. I just remember the one, and it was the difficult one. So I'm going to pause, and I will be back in a moment. And I'm back, kind of. If I push this, will it? Shit. That was an idiot move of me. Yay, I hate UI updates and apps where they completely remove functionality from one thing to another. It's such a good design and so good when they do that. I love it, and I'm not... Fuck, I missed. I'm probably going to lose this fight, but I'm not too concerned about if I do. It's going to happen, I'm sure. Ow, please stop hugging me. I don't really remember this fight, to be perfectly honest. Oh. Right. It was do a thing and then... Oh, right, because this actually has a really cool design thing that it does. that this game does, and it makes you.
You
Um,
lose, big guy.
Because that takes out 2 spaces. It makes sure you have 2 spaces at this point so you can pick it up. I always thought that was a really cool design. I love stuff like that in game design. Just little small little things that they do. I think that's so cool. I meant to equip this. Yeah. Open the door, please. Thank you. I forgot that she did that in Claire's, and I don't know why. Because that's the thing that she does in the B scenarios. Because whenever Leon is in this situation, she does the same thing for him. I guess it's because of Resident Evil 4 that that I just associate that with Leon and not Claire. And I guess it makes sense why I don't remember how to beat that boss for Claire is because, well, it's the same as Leon. It's just, I mean, I guess it doesn't. I guess it sort of makes sense for Claire. Back up, please, and thank you. Bye. You know what? You know what? Please equip the right thing. You know, I've had this weird urge recently, and it's like recently, like the last couple of days. And I don't know why, but I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy VII. Like, just on my own. I'm not going to record Final Fantasy VII. Not until I record at least 4 and 5 and 6. Because I hate 2 and 3, so I'm not going to play them. For some reason, I've been wanting to replay 7. And that's weird, because I played Remake last year. I think it came out last year, right? Right? And I'm gonna go save because I don't want to have to deal with the boss again. I played Remake last year, and that actually made me want to replay classic Final Fantasy games, and I did. I replayed 1 and attempted to play 2 and attempted to play 3. Remembered that I fucking hate those games. I'm sure that's gonna annoy some people. Yeah, I remembered that I fucking hate those games, and played and then beat your I Hate You game. My mind just went blank out of anger. No, and I played 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, and I stopped. I played the classic games, and classic Final Fantasy series stops at 9 for me. I love 10, I love 12. I'm actually playing 12 currently. The only reason I'm not playing 10 is actually because I watched somebody stream it recently-ish. It was recently out, right? Yes, I will move the lever. Like 2-3 weeks ago. It was real good stream. And so I just didn't feel like playing it. I felt like playing 12. I don't like 13 very much, but I've never beaten it. I probably could, but it's boring. But just for some reason I've been wanting to play 7. And it's been maybe a year. Maybe. Since I last played 7. And I don't know why I want to play it. It's just odd. But I mean, 7 is really good. 7 and 10 are actually my go-to Final Fantasy. Well, actually, they're my go-to games when I just really like playing a generic RPG. My hope is after I beat
No,
Final Fantasy 12.
I have to find my brother.
Right. This is just the beginning.
After I beat Final Fantasy 12, my goal is to hope I feel like playing Persona 5, so I can
My God is
get around to beating Royal.
It will always be with you.
And kind of keep going with Dark Souls and Soulsborne games. And then probably buy Sekiro eventually, because I don't own that game. I don't know if I ever will, but it's vaguely on my to-buy list. Vaguely.
What was that?
I don't know why you want to quit whatever weapon you had to equip, but whatever. Yeah, Sekiro is on my to-buy list.
Biohazardous outbreak imminent. The emergency
But
system
it's
has been activated.
pretty much, unless I beat
Detonate.
Dark Souls. I'm not going to buy it. I'd say this now, and I'm almost certainly going to end up going against that because I have a problem with Soulsborne games and that I keep buying them to not play them. Because I bought 3 with the expressed intention of not buying 3 until I at least started Bloodborne. And either beating 2 or starting Bloodborne outright because I didn't like 2 very much. And I never beat 2. I started over again, as a matter of fact. And I'm very annoyed about that, and because I bought 3, I have a problem. So I'm going to probably end up buying Sekiro early, and I don't want to, but I really will because I think, I'll play it eventually, and I don't. But I'm actually enjoying Dark Souls 2 this time around, which is good because I was not the last time I tried playing it. I did not like some of the changes, which it didn't help. God, you're ugly. I'm not going to make lewd comments about you. It didn't help that I bought Dark Souls 2, or I started playing Dark Souls 2 rather, immediately after beating Dark Souls 1. Like, I think it was the next day, but it might have just been possibly, thank you. It might have just been that was dumb of me. That was very dumb of me. Acid rounds? But yeah, and I did not like that because I think my big dislikes were how parrying worked. I like parrying in Dark Souls 1. I can parry lots of things. I suck at parrying in Dark Souls 2. I was actually pretty good at it in 1. And iframes rolling didn't feel right. Doesn't feel good, but this playthrough I pumped my adaptability so I could get my agility, I think is the score, up to like 100 or 101 or something like that, so I can have a decent roll. I'd prefer to have it at 105 or higher. I like iframes. But it's usable now, and I'm enjoying it. It doesn't feel like busy work. I don't feel like I'm doing it out of obligation or anything. But it's fun. It's fine. It's super fun. I have not caught up to the point that I was, but I've always thought this scene was pretty cool.
Sherry, what are you doing?
We have to stop the train, right? I can do it.
Sherry! Persistent, aren't you? Well, come and get it.
Oh yeah, that's what Leon looks like with his bandage. I don't remember if it showed it at all in his route. Or his route. Whatever.
Where's the right switch? Maybe this one? Sherry! Claire! Ah!
Can't hold on much longer.
Push the switch over there!
How do you know how to drive a train? Oh, probably just because it's the big red button that says emergency. That makes sense. Never mind.
Finally.
Are you okay, Sherry?
I'm okay.
Where's Leon? Leon? Leon!
Right here.
Leon!
You're both safe.
God, a woman yelling, Leon! Gives me fucking PTSD from goddamn Resident Evil 4.
Go! That was a close one. That was pretty impressive back there, Sherry.
It was nothing. I saw someone do that on TV once. Come on. We've got to move out.
Now what's the problem? Is something following us?
Hey, we still have a job to do. Let's
Do you?
go.
What job?
Go? Oh, you can't mean.
Chris, I have to find you.
Fuck yeah, this guitar riff. So cool. Well, that was Claire B. It's been a long while since I've played through Claire B. Any of the B scenarios, really, actually. I've actually played Claire B more recently than I played Leon B, to be fair. It's been a while, and it was fun. It was a nice little trip down, not exactly down memory lane, but it's always a good, fun, nostalgic feeling whenever I play Resident Evil 2. But I'll use this moment in this rocking guitar beat, or rocking drum beat with, rocking bass rhythm with guitar beat. The drum beat's fairly standard drum beat. This fucking bitchin' guitar riff and bass riff. To talk about my upcoming plans. I was going to play through all of Resident Evil 2. I decided pretty early on through this route, though, I think I talked about it, that I didn't want to anymore because the visual novel that I'm planning, fingers crossed, reading after this is long, like 40-ish hours. It's shorter than that, but it's like 40-ish hours if I were to read aloud, I'm sure. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. And it's going to be an interesting one. It's actually, and I'll go into a little bit more detail at the start of it. The one I intend to do is one I've not read much of. I've read most of the prologue. I think most of the prologue. It seems like I was getting close to the end of the prologue when I was reading it. But that's it. So it'll be blind after that, and I'm very interested to see how that'll go. I've never done any blind playthroughs on this channel before, and I'm very curious as to how Keiji Inafune. I'm very interested in how that's gonna go. Hideki Kamiya. I've always been a bit leery about doing blind playthroughs of stuff, but you know, life happens sometimes, and so I'm just gonna give it a try. I don't have much other reason other than that. It's just I want to give it a try. And in none of the other visual novels that I've read, do I really feel like playing. Or reading, rather. Whatever. But let's see. Bleh. Yeah, I don't really feel like playing any other visual novel that I've read at this exact moment. I have one that I'm going to do at the beginning of next year after this series is done. Well, depending on how long. I might do a short interim game like Portal or something like that. It's nice and short that I can play between. Just so I don't get burnt out playing through visual novels, because I can get burnt out doing that. I've very much done that before. And oh, okay. I can play another scenario if I make a new save data. Okay. That's a pretty cool looking picture you got there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get burnt out is the big thing for me. Sure, I'll save it here. But I really don't want to get burnt out, and that is my big thing. But we'll see. Next time, well, I'm hopeful that I will play the one that I intended to. But if there's something wrong and I can't record it for whatever reason, is an issue that I've had with another visual novel I was just testing to see if I can record it in the future, that OBS didn't pick up correctly, and I couldn't record it unless I did a screen capture, and it looked weird, because I had to play it in a windowed mode that didn't, I don't know, it was annoying, and I ended up deciding to not ever attempt to try recording that again. But yeah, fighting foes is not the only way. Yeah. I'm really hopeful because it's a horror thriller. I think it has a horror tags on it. But I'm really excited and I'm really looking forward to playing it. And, well, I am really looking forward to it. It's actually been on my list to read for a little bit, a few months at least. And it's not very old. It's not very super well known. I'm just excited. I'm just excited. But until then, I'll see you next time. Goodbye and good night.